Hello, and welcome to this latest bonus episode, which I like to call Extra Butter. Tammy hates it when I call it that. This week, we will be previewing the summer movies. Woo, 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 woo. As we know, we didn't get much of a summer season last year due to Rona fucking everything up. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it. There's no other way around it. And all the movies kept getting pushed back further and further and further. So now this year we have a whole plethora. That's the SAT word of the day. Plethora of movies coming out. Are you ready to break them down, Tammy?
Yes, ma'am.
You don't sound that excited.
I am excited.
You don't sound excited to try to return to a new normal, to hit
I'm
the
excited to go back to the theaters as long as I go to the theaters when nobody's there.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that. Is that gonna is there gonna be a time when no one is there?
Yes, when I normally go to the movies, there's really nobody in the theater.
When do you normally go? Like one, two in the morning?
No, like I go for matinee on like Sundays or early Saturdays, like the first showing. There's always a lot of space. Not to say that it's an empty theater where I'm the only one there, but there is a lot of space where I feel that I wouldn't be too worried to be in the theater with the number of people that normally are there. And then I would also go during the weekday. Like you go, after work one day on a Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, there is nobody there.
Oh, well, see,
So that would be me.
and when I go, I'm the opposite. I'm a night owl, so I'm the one that would probably hit the movie theater like midnight. I always go to the like one of the last showings of the night. Uh, so there's really hardly anybody in there at that time either, unless it's like the first showing. If it's the midnight showing the week that a Marvel movie or a superhero movie comes out, then those are always packed. But so I I don't know. I'm excited about hitting the movies up too, but I'm a little anxious about it. I guess a little nervous about how that's going to go down. So we will see. I'm going to reserve getting renewing the movie pass until I see how F9 goes. Although looking at the list, I might have to go before F9. So, are you ready to kick this off? Get to the
Yes,
list.
ma'am.
Okay, the first one I was super excited about. I have not seen yet, and I really want to see, but I'm probably just going to wait till it comes on TV. One of my favorite actors in the world. I am a huge Jason Statham fan, and I want to see Wrath of Man, which came out last week or a couple of weeks ago. I heard it was really good. Him and Guy Ritchie and Tammy. She vetoed. I told her I wanted to do Wrath of Man, and y'all know what she told me? Hell no.
Fuck
Are
no.
all you Jason Statham fans out there? You can come for her.
All
Come,
five of you, yes, come for me. Come for me.
Jason.
Please.
See,
Let's have that discussion about why it would be a fuck no.
I am not about that Jason Statham slander. Okay, that is not
He
allowed.
slanders himself. He slanders himself.
He is amazing. So Wrath the Man.
This
It's on
thing,
my
y'all,
list.
where she doesn't want to acknowledge when the people that she loves is lacking in skill and talent. All right. And
Jason
so we are
Statham.
just gonna let her live in her bubble of the Statham bubble, thinking that he's just a phenomenal actor when we know, listeners, we know that he is
I
not.
I never said he was a phenomenal actor. Okay, I just said he's amazing. He just has this thing. He just has
How
this
he's gonna be
swag
amazing
in
but
this.
not an amazing actor?
Because he's Jason Statham, right? It works. It just works. Okay. I never
Okay.
said the man deserves an Oscar for anything. I never said he was like, but he's Jason fucking Statham, and he is amazing. So yeah, okay, we're all allowed that one where we just can't quite explain it. He is my one. I love Jason Statham. I would do a movie with Jason Statham. I would. He's just the best.
Who
Okay,
would be my one? I don't
Colin
have a
Farrell.
one.
Colin. My bad.
I know you're not about to say Colin Farrell can't act.
Did I say that? I didn't say that. No, who said
Serious?
that?
Have you never seen In Bruges?
I've seen In Bruges
He
several
is
times.
a phenomenal actor.
I like In Bruges. I didn't say Colin Farrell. You're hearing things. You lost that super hearing. It was just for your birthday, huh?
Oh, y'all see how she tried to throw Colin Farrell under the bus? She
I
trying to put
didn't.
Colin Farrell in the same circle as her dude, and she know that Colin Farrell can act.
Whatever. So May is May is almost over before you know we end this partnership over Jason Statham. Oh my I'm joking. The Wrath of Man, though, it is on my list. I know it's not on your list, but I do want to see it. Real talk, because I do real talk love Jason Statham, and I've seen every one of his movies at least once, twice, maybe. Like I said, when I'm having a bad day, if you call me and say, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, watching a Statham movie. My friends are like, "Oh, what's wrong? Is that bad?" Either the original Bad Boys or having a Statham marathon. They're like, "Oh, I'll hit you back. Call me when you feel better." So that's just. But for the rest of this month, since May is already over, there are two movies, Cruella, and I heard the previews for that have been the reviews for that. I haven't really checked out a lot of them because I don't like to do the reviews ahead of time. But Cruella, and based on the trailer, it looks really good. What did you think? Are you interested in Cruella, which is
Definitely, I'm a huge Emma Stone fan, so I'm actually gonna go to the theater and see it. Actually.
Yeah, because it's gonna be, they trying to do that $30 thing on Disney Plus, and I got.
And we learned our lesson with Mulan.
Disney Plus, you only getting that monthly service fee from me from now on.
Never again, never again.
Look, Mulan me once, shame on you.
Mulan me twice, shame on me.
Okay, how we turn Mulan into a verb? But anyway. Yeah, so I'm interested in seeing Cruella. We might need to find a place to add it, maybe as a quick pop or a bonus or something. I don't know. And what about? Did you see the original Quiet Place?
Oh, I'm not watching that.
Okay, so you did not see the original Quiet Place?
Absolutely not.
It was so good.
I'm sure it was.
Like, we were in the fancy theater, the fancy theater, one that the rich white folks go to. Where the seats actually fully recline into like a bed. And yeah, it was so quiet. And then something actually happened. And you didn't think a movie that was just basically like where it's just legit quiet. So the first time you hear some noise in that movie, I legit jumped. Like, I was like, oh shit. Yeah, it was good. And I think I might have slept. Did I sleep with the lights on that night? Or even after I came home from the movies, I stayed up and I walked around the house with all the lights on.
That's too funny.
For a little bit. So I am interested in seeing A Quiet Place too. So that made my list. I have to find somebody to watch it because I'm damn sure not going to go watch it alone. But
those aren't my type of movies. So for my main movies, the only one that made my list was Cruella. Yeah, definitely want to see Cruella, and I'm not paying that extra money, so I'll be going and seeing Cruella in the theater. Because we plan to go for the next part that we're gonna be talking about, which is the June movies. But I was like, oh, I gotta go see Cruella. Like, I definitely have to go see Cruella in theater.
So okay, you go to your theater, I'll go to my theater, and we'll test it out. Because I'm thinking we're about to get to the June movies. I'm thinking we might need to hit up a test run before F9 because I don't want that movie experience to be full of anxiety. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to be able to enjoy the movie without looking at because you know how I am. Even before Rona, I did not like sitting next to people in the movies. I'm the person who would buy the extra seat if possible so that no one would sit next to me. And I would put my big bag, and when she and I go for different reasons, she talks a lot. There's usually a seat in between us. And the last time there wasn't a seat in between us, we got stuck in between some weird random person at the movies.
Gosh, yes.
And we had spaced it out on purpose that there would be a seat in between us. And then we get there and some rando, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? But
just bought a seat in between people.
Okay, so I think that's a plan. We'll both go see Cruella, and then by the time we get to F9, the anxiety will be gone, and we'll know if we're really about that life.
Touche. I agree. I agree.
Okay. All right. So coming into June, what made your list for June besides In the Heights? We
Oh,
already know
what do you mean
HBO.
besides In the Heights? So for June, I have two movies that made my list. In the Heights and F9 made my list. Those were the only two when I was looking at the movie list that actually like I wrote down where like, oh shoot, like I have to see those two. Yes, it would just be In the Heights, which I'm super excited about because once again, fucking Rona messed that up for last year, which was such an excitement. Like I had planned it out. I had told everybody they had to come see it with us. And then of course F9 because I'm a huge fan of the Fast and Furious. It gets more and more ridiculous every single year. I mean, every single new movie, it's more and more ridiculous. It's unbelievable. The acting is not great, but still, I cannot look away. So
The
I'll be there.
F9, the Fast and Furious series. That's your Statham. You just summed it up in a nutshell.
No,
Yes.
no, no, that doesn't fit. But it's a
It,
nice try, though.
it fits. See,
It
that's
was a
when I
nice
know.
try.
That's when I know she wants to agree, but she doesn't quite agree. But she's like,
No, no, like
yeah,
it really doesn't fit. Like Jason Statham is in a world of his own right now.
he is, but he's also part of the Fast and Furious universe.
He is. He is. And I didn't say that I did not like Jason Statham. I just said I'm not going to have an episode of a Jason Statham movie. Like that's what I said. Like not to say I don't watch because I've watched the majority of his movies as well, but I'm not trying to have an episode on his movie.
That's just slander.
That's the whole thing. Not to
Okay.
say I'm not a fan. I just wouldn't. No,
Before you
absolutely not.
continue to break my heart,
Go ahead. Let's move on. What's your movies in June, Eddie?
I agree. In the Heights, which gosh, I love Lin Manuel Miranda. Um, you know, Hamilton, he's a genius. And so I was excited about this movie ever since I heard it was in production, pre production, all that kind of stuff. So I was anxiously awaiting it. And that has to say something because I hate, despise with the passion of a thousand suns, with the exception of a very few. I hate movie musicals. I love musicals. I would rather go see them on stage in a play performed in their pure form. But when she said she wanted to do this and wanted to see it, I was like, okay, because it's Lin Manuel Miranda. So I was like, all right, I can do that. And so I'm excited about that, believe it or not. The one, and of course, the F9, we already talked about it, we know. And I'm sad because this is the second to last one, the third to last one. They're ending the series at 11. So, we only have two more to go after this. Yes, I love that series, and it's just like it's great. It's what they would call a B popcorn movie, kind of that just kind of exploded and it's something great. Anyway, and the next one, The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. It's a mouthful, but I'm so excited to see that. Like, how can you not be excited to see that?
Yeah, yeah.
I was gonna say you're rolling your eyes at me, like,
I
is
mean,
she?
no, like I'm going to watch it. Oh, it actually made my list June 16th, but I didn't write it down until I got into July, so that's the reason why I didn't say it. But The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard definitely it did make my list. So I because when you said it, I was just like, wait a minute, that's July, and I was like, oh no, that's June. So yes, yes, I am
Yeah.
also excited about The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. Ryan Reynolds, Samuel L. Jackson, Salma Hayek, like yeah, definitely,
And
definitely, like that's awesome just on those three names alone.
yeah, and the original was so much better than I thought it was going to be. Like the original
Mm-hmm.
was funny, and I love that movie. Like if you haven't seen it and you want a good laugh, then just go back and watch the original Hitman's Bodyguard. It is so funny and good. Um, yeah, so that is my June list. And oh, there's this other movie called Zola, which is like is the tagline is a sexy trip dramedy about a stripper who runs into prostitution, and it was based on a Twitter feed. So they adapted it from a popular Twitter feed, and I was really excited to see it. And then I saw that one of the stars is James Franco, so I'm like, I've always kind of been lukewarm on James Franco even before the whole scandal thing, but I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I can get, yeah. So we'll see. But okay, so that kind of takes us. Oh, and then The Purge is offering another movie, which I'm not a Purge fan, so But for you Purge fans out there, go right ahead. And that's in July. Are you a Purge fan?
I've watched every single one of them.
So I take that as a
I
yes.
I like the guy. Like, he plays the role very well. Frank Grillo
Uh-huh.
is his name, I think. I like him. I like him in that role. I think he plays that role very well. So I've watched the Purge series mainly because he's like the one staple character that carried over the three movies. So yeah, definitely. Well, yeah. But I never watched the TV show. So I'm not a true Purge fan because I've never seen one episode of I didn't even watch the pilot of the TV show, so I'm not a full fan, but I would go see it in theater. Unfortunately, that one did not make my list though. Like, now I'm gonna have to wait till the pandemic's over for that.
Yeah. So you kicked out. Well, I'm just glad that Rona, when we were deep into the shit, didn't bring on a Purge like episodes. Although we've had some, it's kind of been a little bit dystopian at times. It did seem like we were headed to some dystopian shit.
Touche.
So for July, I think the big one for July, finally, finally, Black Widow.
Finally, it's Oh, I thought we was about to sing. My bad. Go ahead.
Oh, my bad. We could, my voice isn't warmed up for that yet. I haven't had my tea. As you can tell, I'm a little raspy. I might be sounding a little bit more adult. That's how you can tell if something's wrong, when I sound like a little bit more like an adult. Um, but also, the headache. I wouldn't want to throw people off and make them think that, we can't sing. Um,
Oh,
but
Lord Jesus. The one movie that we are waiting for, that we've been waiting for since my birthday weekend, because that's when it was originally supposed to come out
last year,
is Black Widow.
Wait, so we were gonna go see this in New Orleans?
What? No, remember, we weren't going to New Orleans until Memorial Day weekend. Black Widow was coming out the weekend of my birthday. But we didn't go. We weren't gonna go for another 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, on top of all that other weird shit you had us doing, you wanted to go see Black Widow too?
It wasn't weird shit. It was like,
she wanted to go to the Death Museum, people.
It's not a death museum. It's a museum about serial killers.
Oh yeah, the serial killer museum. I forgot.
Okay, let's not talk about this because the listeners are really gonna think like I am honestly a psychopath, and I prefer not having people think that.
She's not a psychopath, but now y'all starting to see why I want to put her up for adoption, right? No. I'm joking. Okay, yeah. So Black Widow. I'm excited. It's also going to be on Disney Plus. Can tell you right now, no, hell no, Disney's not getting my $30.
Look. I'm so excited to see Black Widow, but I'm gonna have to try out the theater because, like we said before, Mulan me once, shame on you.
Thank you.
Mulan me twice, shame on me, and I'm not gonna be shamed. So
thank you. Look,
we only doing that once.
Look, even after Cruella and F9, if the movie theater experience seems to be too traumatic, I can just wait till it comes on VOD, okay,
and
buy it.
I ain't paying that money.
Because even if I bought it straight from iTunes or Amazon or wherever you buy your movies from, it still wouldn't cost me $30, okay? So, I'm excited about the other one, another big movie in July, Space Jam, with LeBron James, A New Legacy. Did you ever watch the original Space Jam?
Yes.
I take your silence as a no.
I did watch it.
You did? Oh, okay. Did you like it?
It was trash.
The slander. Did she just call? Okay. All right. It, so I take it that means you're not excited about this new.
Hell no.
Okay, so that's purely an Eddie one. So I guess that means
Definitely.
I guess that means we'll have to add it to the quick pop list. Let me write that down.
Mm-hmm.
You know, have you seen the trailer?
Absolutely not.
You know, I'm a trailer geek. I love trailers. The trailer act, and I'm gonna be honest, I was a little lukewarm because I've never been a big fan. That's one another thing we have in common. Neither one of us are just a big fan of animated films and all that kind of stuff. So I did like Space Jam, and there are a few that can get me. And so I was a little lukewarm and hesitant about this. And then I was like, okay, LeBron James acting, and why are you remaking a classic? But they're putting their own twist on it. So I would pretty much call it like a sequel rather than a full on remake or something, or maybe a reboot. I don't know what you would want to call it, but just based on the sequel, it looks. I mean, on the trailer, it looks really good. So I'm adding it to my list. It's definitely on my list. What about Cinderella? Is that on your list?
I don't know if it's actually gonna come out though.
They said it's scheduled for July 16th with Billy Porter. Weren't we just talking about that the other day? How we
Yeah, but they're still saying that that is still a tentative date, which can change. So until it's absolutely confirmed and I actually can like see it and see coming to you soon on June 6th or July 16th, I'm not gonna believe it because they have been thinking about when they're actually going to fully like put that movie out. But when it does get confirmation, that I can trust, like, yeah, I am excited to see Cinderella. I am. I am one of those people. I don't watch cartoons, but I was a huge Disney movie fan when I was growing up. Like that's my whole childhood. So every single one of these live action movies that's coming out, remaking the Disney movies that I grew up with, I love it, and I'm gonna go see every single one of them. Now, I will say that 90% of the time they are actually really good and I do enjoy them. And that 10% is the one movie called Mulan. Um, but other than that, like, no, it was definitely good. So I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited to see if Camilla, whatever her name is, can act.
Oh, okay. I know the news that I was going to write about this, and it was on the it was I actually published it on the Popcorn Wind Down. I knew why it sounded so familiar. You're right. The popcornwinddown.com. You know, I did it on the daily wind down. That's the plug. That's the spot. Check it out. For your latest in entertainment and pop culture news. You like how I did that, don't you? Getting smooth at
Definitely.
that game.
Good job.
Okay. It is something. It is coming out, but you're right. Not in July. A couple of weeks ago, Sony announced that they're sending it straight to streaming, so it's going to be on Amazon later this year. But it is definitely on my list to watch. So maybe we'll talk about the fall movie preview or something like that. But yeah, it does look interesting. So we will see. Um, Oh, another one. I want to know. Snake Eyes.
We're doing a episode on it.
But would it be on your list without the episode? Is what
No.
I'm. Henry Golding, Andrew Koji.
Okay, so okay, unpopular opinion. Unpopular opinion. But the reason why this movie has not sold me on wanting to actually see it in theater is because I do not have faith in Henry Golding doing it justice. So I'm gonna go see it because one, I have to. But if I had went to see it in theater without it being an episode that we were gonna do, like it would have been like kind of like a I mean, it came out, there's nothing else. I've seen everything else in theater, so let me just go check it out to see how it is. Like that is how you would get me into the theater to watch Snake Eyes. Just because Henry Golding is not to say he's a bad actor, but I don't know if I can trust him to do action.
Well, I take it you have not seen the theater or the teaser trailer. It looks really good.
I did.
Okay. Still not
I
sold.
watched trailers, just not Space Jam.
Oh God.
Yo, y'all, Eddie be acting like I am an amateur in the movie watching scene, okay? Like, just because.
sometimes she act like she new to this. She don't always act like she a G to this.
I'll tell you all right now, like there is so many movies that me and Eddie do not agree on.
So many. So many.
Like that, yeah. I wonder sometimes, like, how did we get this far?
How? I think we tricked each other just by the movies and the things that we did agree on. And
Yeah.
then once we got into it, it's like, well, fuck, what the hell
You
were
know
we
what?
thinking?
It was okay. What is our gateway drug?
BTS?
BTS. And I feel like BTS was the gateway drug that led us to this moment.
But the first shows weren't even about BTS just because we agreed so much on BTS.
Yes.
And then
And we were so excited to finally do an episode on BTS that we were just like, I mean, we got to talk about other stuff as well. But you know, we're going to do an episode on BTS, right?
That is true, because during the planning, we talked about, okay, well, what are we gonna do? BTS, and then it seemed like after we were trying to plan out the first few episodes, we got stuck. Yeah, you're right. So BTS, damn you for being smooth as butter. You like what I did there, didn't you?
Not at all.
Whatever. Whatever. It's okay. So Snake Eyes. Well, what about Jungle Cruise with Dwayne Johnson?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about that one either, but just because it was The Rock, I okay.
Yeah, because it's Emily Blunt too, right?
Yeah.
Which I think I love her acting. And it looked interesting when I was reading about it. When it was first like put out there that they were cast and the movie they were doing, I was just like, oh, that could be an interesting concept. And then I got more details as they were filming and everything like that. And I was just like if it was to premiere on like HBO or something, like I'm gonna watch it just to see if I'm correct in my opinion or if it was actually good. But am I gonna go to the theater watch it? Absolutely not. Am I gonna pay to watch it? No.
You know what it would be like? Because at this rate, I'm looking at this list and I'm thinking I am just gonna have to go back and get my stubs back. Depending on how those first two movie experiences go. It would be one of those. Okay, I have the stubs. Why don't I just go ahead and go see it? You know what I'm saying? It's one of those.
Yes. Because it's already free, right?
Yeah, right. You can chalk it up to, okay, I haven't used my weekly stubs or whatever. Let me just go ahead and use this and get it out the way and be done with it. But it's not.
I would agree.
It's not a must see for me. One that I'm interested in that
let me see if it's the same one. Go ahead. Which one is it, Eddie?
Old by M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh fuck no.
His movies are hit or miss, and it looks
all misses, but yeah.
It looks. I see dead people. My bad. But yeah,
I've never seen it.
What?
I've never seen The Sixth Sense. I know what you're talking about. I've seen like certain scenes, but I've never actually sat down and watched the whole movie.
Yeah,
it's not my cup of tea. I'm honestly not a fan of his. My stepmom loves him. I am not a fan of his. I've never been a fan of any of his movies. And so even with The Sixth Sense and everybody talking about it, I can say I see dead people. But did I actually watch the movie? Do I actually want to watch the movie? Absolutely not. Like, because his movies, the one movie I watched, I forgot what it was. Was it The Village? Or The Lady in the Water?
That was a horrible one. That was a bad. Yeah,
whatever. It was some shit movie.
Yeah, that's he made. That's a bad one to watch.
I've just been turned off of watching him. But yeah, you don't have to do that one on your own, Eddie.
Yeah, that again, that would be absolutely, and I would have to see what the previews and the reviews said about it. But that would be another, I have nothing to do, I'm bored type thing. It's hit or miss. It just seems kind of interesting, based on. But The Green Knight. That's the one.
That's the one I was hoping you would say, because that is on my list. I am so excited to see this movie. Yeah. Like, so, I love the concept that they're putting out there, and I'm really, really excited. Like, I even tried to fit it on the calendar, but because we have so much stuff, I couldn't fit it on the calendar. I was a little upset about that, but I'm very excited about the Green
We
Knight.
might have to rework something because that looks really interesting, and
It does look really
yeah. So
good.
we stay tuned. We might have to rework a few things behind the scenes to see if the Green Knight is worthy of bumping something else off. But yeah. Okay,
But I
and
am
so
excited about that.
I am too, and I love Dev Patel. So
Oh
the
yes.
cast seems really good too, and just so the Green Knight, for those of you who want to know what we're geeking out about, it's like a medieval fantasy, and Dev Patel stars as King Arthur's nephew who's sent on his own quest. So, and I love stuff like I love things about King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. So that's pretty much enough to sell me on just about any type of book or TV show, just to see how they redo it and how they're telling the story. So that seems like a really interesting take on it. So I really want to see it. Okay, that leads us into August. Oh God, you can go ahead.
All right.
Yeah.
So for August, I have four movies that I am excited to see that I have put on my list. Not to say that there's not others, but these are the ones that I'm definitely going to see when they come out. Um, Suicide Squad. Boop, boop, boop. It's gonna be trash. It's gonna be horrible, but I'm gonna go watch it anyway. Um, I am gonna see Free Guy with Ryan Reynolds because it's Ryan Reynolds. Respect, RESPECT. Gotta watch that. All right. Aretha Franklin. And Jennifer Hudson is playing Aretha Franklin. So that's already like, yes, definitely. Because we've been saying for years that she needs to play Aretha Franklin. She's the only one that can really do it justice. And she's finally going to get it done.
Didn't Aretha
And
handpick her? I'm sorry.
she did. Before she died, she said that she wanted Jennifer Hudson to play her in a biopic. So
Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
definitely. And she got her wish. And the last one is Candyman. Now with Candyman, y'all, I don't watch horror flicks. I don't do thrillers. I am a scaredy cat. I will definitely acknowledge that. I am a scaredy cat. I am that person. I will watch a scary movie, and then when I go home, I'll make sure all the lights are on in my home because I cannot go to sleep in the dark because I'm scared that whatever is there in the movie is going to come out and get me. Um, but yes, I am so excited for Candyman just because like that's like my childhood, which is very weird. But I remember all of the Candymans from growing up, and I was scared shitless for every single one of them, and yet I cannot not go see Candyman. So
Okay. I goodness. So I will tell you now that you are not absolutely not getting me into the movie to theater to see Suicide Squad. Thank God it's coming on HBO Max because
wait,
that
wait,
is the
wait. Hold on. Let me look at the schedule. Let me look at the schedule because it's on the schedule. It's on the schedule. You've already agreed to it.
I didn't say I wasn't
She
reviewing it.
already agreed to it. Oh, you going back on your word, Eddie?
Listen to what I just said. Let me repeat since we can't rewind the tape. I said there's absolutely no way you're getting me into the theater, not even on the steps, to watch the
Oh,
Suicide Squad.
okay. But you still gonna
Th-
watch it though.
Thank God it comes on HBO Max as well.
Oh, I
It's
accept
one
that.
it's
That's
one of
absolutely
those
fine.
that it's one of those that they already said was going to be. So yeah, that is its only saving grace, because and I do applaud you for already admitting that it's going to be straight trash.
Oh yes,
um
but I'm still going to be there watching it.
yeah, so just shoot me in the eyeballs already and pluck them out with a rusty spoon.
Just focus on Idris Elba and how sexy he is.
I don't know if that's enough. And I like Joel Kinnaman. But I still don't know if that's enough to save the movie. But
You
we'll
right.
see.
You right.
I saw the trailer, and even the red band trailer looked horrible. I was like, I'm gonna have. I'm like, am I gonna have to get some organics to watch this movie?
Woo! Like
Like
when you
I
finish
was
watching
like,
this movie, that you're gonna be like, never again.
again,
That was fucking horrible. Like I
you
already know I'm gonna be saying that out of my mouth. Like
you
I
know
know that.
You know what my first thought was? Seriously, not that I'm condoning this to the younger members, not that I'm condoning this to the popo who might be listening. But it's legal in most states. My thought was, how fucking high do I have to be? Like, how high am I gonna have to be to watch this
Really
shit?
high. Really high.
Like, so it's probably best that I'll be watching it at home because yeah, it looks horrible. But I did highlight it because I know I added it to my list begrudgingly. So, do you see the abuse that I put up with, audience? Popcorn heads, winos. We have to come up with a name for our audience, for our fans. BTS has Army. Who do we have? We have to give them a name. But anyway, we'll think
The
about it and get back
poppers?
to you.
No, that sounds like they're popping drugs.
Well, after the Suicide Squad, they might be.
You
Um,
sure right.
but do y'all see what I have to deal with? I'm watching a movie that we both months in advance admit is going to be straight trash, but I can't even get a Jason Statham movie. Okay,
But
but
it's a superhero movie.
oh gosh. Okay,
Those are
now
automatically on the list.
I do agree with Free Guy. I added that to my list. You had me at Ryan Reynolds, like just love
Definitely.
him. And I remember it's supposed to come out last year in the trailer, and the trailer looks really good. So we'll see. Um, Respect, of course. Homage, Bow Down, RESPCT, yes, and Jennifer,
RESPCT. Find
you
out
know,
what it means for me. Sorry, my
and the Paw Patrol movie. No, I'm joking. I'm straight joking, but I did put resemblance on there, or no, reminiscence, and it's a thriller with Hugh Jackman and Rebecca Ferguson, but it's also going to be on HBO Max, so it's not anything that I actually have to go into the movies to see. So that would probably be a quick pop. And yes, Candyman. So excited for Candyman. Nia DaCosta, they were talking about this movie last year. Jordan Peele was one of the writers and producers. But Nia DaCosta is an up and coming director, young black director, female. So, and they said just from because I think it did some of the festival circuit in 2019.
Oh, I heard
Um,
it was amazing.
Amazing, yes. The previews, everything was so amazing. So when fucking Rona came and ruined all of our lives, it made the list for one of the biggest disappointments that we wouldn't be able to see. So finally, a year plus later, we'll get around to seeing it. So I'm excited. I saw the original Candyman. After that, I'm not really big on horror movies because they're not scary anymore. Um, they're mostly just like there are a few, like I said, A Quiet Place got me. It shook me. I was shook. But now it's mostly about blood and guts and just like I'm like, oh, okay. But I heard this was really good, so I'm really excited to see this. And the original Candyman, it did kind of scare me. Looking in the mirror for a little bit, I was like, nah, I ain't about that life. Um,
Because
so
it messes with your. I like horror movies that mess with your head, is what scares me the most. It's not the blood and gore thing, right? Because that just fine, like that's hilarious to me. But the ones that mess with your head, that like make you turn around every 5 seconds because you don't know what's around the corner and what's behind you, but ain't nothing there, but you still checking just to make sure. Like those movies scare the bejesus out of me.
yeah. Oh, and there's another one. I don't know if it was on the list, but it probably is not because it just came out the trailer just came out earlier this week, but it's called The Protege with Samuel L. Jackson and Maggie Q. Oh my gosh, she looks so good. And that's coming out on the 20th of August. So I added that to the list as well. For me. I'll have to send you the trailer and see if you like it. And I sent you the trailer for one, Gunpowder Milkshake, and you didn't seem too enthused about that one, about the generational assassins who are all women, kick ass. So I'm interested in that. Did you have anything in September?
Well, I mean, like, because summer movies, May, June, July, and August is really, what the summer movie preview is. I think when we get to September, it's fall. But what I did think is if we want to just maybe list the movies that we're also looking forward to in the fall and, for the rest of the year past August, we don't have to really like go into details of it, but just, listing which movies are you most excited about that are coming up after
Well,
the summer, like in the
I
fall
just
and the winter.
I just meant to September because I did it. I nerded out. And when I did this, I was like, I know she's gonna think I'm nerding out. Technically, summer doesn't end till September 21st. I know. Shut up. Um, she is rolling her eyes at me,
Summer
literally.
ends when school begins, and school begins at the end of August. So, because when school
According to
begins,
sci-
my summer is over. My summer is over when school begins. So that's what I'm looking at.
according to science and the seasons
According to science.
and all of that, summer does not end until September 21st. Like that's
Well,
just
you
when
know,
the
we gotta
season
trust the
officially
science.
changes. We do. But and but going back in like how we do different seasons, I always think of the summer movie season ending with Labor Day weekend. And so the movie that's coming out Labor Day weekend, which I guess would be the last official movie of the summer, is Shang-Chi in the Legend of the 10,000 Rings, or in I hope I got the name right. You know I'm fucking horrible with names, but I'm so excited to see that. Like I'm geeked out about Shang-Chi. And then Venom 2 is also coming out in September. And I put this one on here for you because I know you're going to try to blackmail me into watching it. Dear Evan Hansen.
Oh, fuck no.
What?
Fuck no.
You don't want to see Ben Platt and then
Hell no. I am not even a Ben Platt fan.
I can take it off the list.
You can sure enough take it. You could scratch that all the way out. Put a hole in your paper on that movie.
Oh, okay, cool. I was like,
That is like the one Broadway play that I have never been interested in watching.
okay.
I mean, I can understand you thinking that it would be on my list, but it's not. It's not.
Oh,
Absolutely
okay.
not.
Oh, okay. You've redeemed yourself somewhat. Somewhat. This Jason Statham slander will forever haunt you, but
Oh my gosh.
So those are the two that I got for September. And like you said, we could probably do another fall movie preview, but that's what I'm looking for. Those are the ones I'm looking forward to in the summer. So the only two that I added just because they were new were the Gunpowder Milkshake with Viola Davis, which looks awesome, fucking awesome because it's Viola Davis, and it also has an amazing cast who I'm blanking on right now, and Protege, which looks really good too. So you can check that out. You can check out those trailers also
Well,
on the
before
popcornmyday.com.
we end, let me just movie geek out because I have a full list of all the movies that I'm excited for the rest of the year. And I'm going to just go through my list. Okay.
Okay.
So I got Shang-Chi. I got Venom 2, The Eyes of Tammy Faye, because I am named after that horrible, horrible woman. Yes, my mother named me after the woman named Tammy Faye Baker. Don't laugh at me. Well, you can laugh because I laughed when I first found out about it as well. I am excited about Morbius. Um,
Yes.
No Time to Die, James Bond. Like, come
Yes.
on. Eternals, Angelina Jolie.
Yes.
And it's a superhero movie. Top Gun. I have never seen a Top Gun movie, but I actually want to see this
Whoa.
one.
Whoa. Whoa. Shut the front door. Shut the fuck up. Reverse the tape. You have never seen Top Gun?
I have never ever seen Top Gun.
Why am I surprised yet I'm absolutely not surprised? Okay, you know what? We're going to have to start a special series and we're going to have to go through and just make her watch movies and we're going to have to do a review or a quick pop or something on movies you've never seen, like the 10-minute review of Inception, which is on HBO Max, which you still haven't watched, but I
I still
digress.
haven't watched.
I digress. Okay, I
But
was lost at
no,
the fact you've never seen the original Top Gun.
I know, and I will say that there's very very few movies that I regret that I've never seen, and I've just never put in the time to actually watching them. And Top Gun is one of them. Like I know if I watch Top Gun, I'd probably really like it, but I've just never made the time to actually sit down and watch the
Here,
movie.
it's not too late. I'm just throwing that out there. But go ahead.
Yeah, I'm
What
just
else
gonna
is on
wait.
your
I'm
list?
just gonna wait for the new one to come out. Top Gun, Resident Evil, the beginning, kind of the prequel story. Um, okay, then December is like hitting all like just everything. Like December is going to be the most exciting month for me for movies. We got West Side Story, Spider-Man, The Kingsman, Matrix 4, Sing 2, and Sherlock Holmes 3. Oh, it's going to be a wrap in December, y'all.
Sing?
Okay, so I don't watch cartoons. I'm not a cartoon person, but it is a musical that just happens to be a cartoon. And I saw the first one. I was forced into watching the first one, and I actually really, really enjoyed it. So now I definitely have to see the second one.
I'm still stuck on you've never seen Top Gun, but yes, December did.
No, but like that's my whole like movie list for the fall and like part of winter. Because unlike Eddie, I do not follow the calendar science. So because of that, I consider September, October, November to be fall, and then December, January, February to be winter. So yeah, I'm definitely excited for the movies that come up in the fall and the winter.
So, and we'll talk about them more on the fall and winter movie preview. But the summer movie season ends after Labor Day. It's the last big movie weekend of the
Okay,
summer.
so Shang-Chi would be like the last movie.
Yes. And then I
Okay.
just did September, because, and I'm so glad I can take Dear Evan Hansen off my list because I was going to have to shoot somebody in the eye.
Did you think that if like it's a musical, why would I have you watch? Like I remember like how I came to you and I was just like, like I really want to put this movie on, but I know you don't really like musicals. And then I was just like, but like I was so excited, but I didn't put it on there. And I was like, and she was like, what movie? And I said, West Side Story. And she was like, oh yeah, we can put that on there. And I was like so excited because you don't do musicals. So I have completely bypassed all musicals just because Eddie doesn't like them. You see how kind I am, y'all?
But she won't do a Statham film. Okay. That still hurts my heart. You are so kind. And yes, but I've seen the original West Side Story, so I'm interested to see what Spielberg and the cast can do with this West Side Story. And the teaser trailers have been just that, just like teasers. So doesn't really say much. So hopefully closer to that date, we'll get more. But for a more complete calendar, summer movie calendar, please be sure to check it out on the popcornwinedown.com.
Pop, pop,
Yes.
pop, pop.
Pop, 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 pop. And also be sure to check us out daily for your news, the latest in entertainment and pop culture news at the Daily Wind Down. Also at the popcornwinedown.com. Pop, 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 pop. And for any podcast episode, extra butter, wind down, rewind that you may have missed, you want to catch up on, then please be sure to check us out on Spotify Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and you can also check them out at where? The
popcornwinedown.com.
Yes, you know it. And that does it for this summer movie preview. Hope you enjoy. Hope you stay safe as you venture your way back out into the movies and the world, because Rona is still with us, even though they want to try to tell you it is not.
Definitely.
So until next time, I'm Eddie.
And I'm Tammy. Bye.
Bye.